Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Framing Fences Contention public match for you, but before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like the support, go to the link in the description where you get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do, and advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Server pop right now is 250-ish. It's January 9th, about 8 o'clock Eastern time right now. Inbalance is actually pretty dang good right now. Looking at artillery numbers though, each side again has 9, so these numbers are... some might call it perfect. So each side, no imbalance so far. Anyways, your officers for today. On the CSA side, you have John Hazard, you have Viceroy of Texas, Arthur Salem, and Casablanca. And for the artillery, you have Blistery Hardwood. And then on the Union side, there's no officer here. It might be Ambusher. I don't know, though. It only smells Brit, Pilot Man. And for the artillery, you have Espionage 2011. Looks like Pax took over that top company. So... contention, what is the game mode, you may ask? Well, it is very simple. There are many flagpoles on the map. You have one in the center of the sunken lane, for example. There's up to 6 on each map. And one of those points, which is the point we're looking at, that point has been chosen at random. And each side is fighting over that point. They're trying to raise their flag, as CSA is doing right now. Now, if a team raises their flag, if they hold it for 7 minutes, they win the point and knock their opponent down a whole morale stage. Obviously, their opponent has an opportunity to stop that. So they can decap the flag, the Union can, and they can raise their own flag. And the process continues. Now, you see the gold timer underneath the black timer. That's how long this point will be active for. If no one has the point captured when the gold timer hits 0, then a new point will be chosen at random. Similarly to when someone wins a point, a new point is chosen at random. If a team has the point captured and the gold timer hits 0, the game will let you finish that out. So, you don't have to worry about that gold timer as much. As long as you have your flag up, the game will let you finish it out, assuming there's no decap that happens. So, each side is spawning in on the opposite side of what they normally do. Normally CSA spawn over here, then Union spawn on the other side. I find this really fascinating, is that the Union... when the sides are normal, usually the first point of contention is in the middle of the sunken lane here. But this is the first point chosen on this round. It's favoring CSA. Anyways, CSA get a very nice start here. And so you kind of got to ask yourself as a Union team here is, do you think you're going to win the point? If you don't think you're going to win the point, there is 0 reason to try to play aggressive and take that point. The reason being, if you don't think you're going to win it, that means you're going to lose a lot of tickets trying to take it, and you'll lose a whole morale stage on top of it. And the issue is that CSA, they've got a nice defensive spot here, mostly because it's so far away from Union spawn, and the CSA artillery can actually get into the mix here. So, that is our little overview for now. If I were Union, I would just sit the 7 minutes out. Might not be the most interesting thing, but... you rarely see off the rip a team going to be able to take this point. I mean, if both sides are gunning it over here, then like in the middle of a match trying to get to this point, sure, you could definitely try to take it then. But when a team has themselves so entrenched over here, it's going to be very hard to break through.
Check when ready. Check when ready.
So you got a couple CSA randoms, but Union's mostly holding back here. A couple are holding forward. They're just trying to keep guys entertaining by keep shooting. Looks like you got the 69th here. Oh my goodness, they got 2 hits there.
If he goes down, let's go, boys.
That's a far shot.
All right, boys. Let's do it, boys.
So CSA's already got a 4th of that point captured right now. And the nice part, at least for Union, is that how I like to describe contention is the first 3 points will decide the game. Obviously, that gold timer is 15 minutes, and the game timer is 45 minutes, so you can obviously do 45 divided by 15. That's 3 points there. However, most points are done before the 15 minutes finishes, but it's the first 3 points, essentially. If you win 2 out of the first 3 points, you're going to win the game 99% of the time. So, because usually by that point, if you win 2 points, you knock your opponent down 2 goal stages from battle ready down to taking losses. And usually there's about a morale to a morale and a half stage fighting at that point. So they're really close to last stand, which is that last stage. And at that point, no one on your team can respawn.
Sourdough bread for my service. Start shooting for that
So, CSA deploying a little further forward now that they kind of realize Union is in the business of sitting and shooting and not charging to the point. And this will work hugely in CSA's favor. Obviously, they're going to get the whole morale stage boost. But when the point gets close to fully being capped, CSA can kind of start doing this. They could start pushing out a little bit. Now, the next point will not be as close to their spawn as this unless it's this point here. But you got this one here, which will obviously favor CSA. Got the center sunken lane, which it looks like Union would get to first. You have this point over here. You do have a point right on top of Union line there, and you got one really far back. So, it'll be interesting to see where the next point is. It's completely random, and whether that's a good or bad thing, you can argue about that. It's good in a sense that people don't know where the next fighting is, and it really tests how adaptable you are on the battlefield. But because it's RNG, the next point of contention could be this one here, and that'd be huge for CSA. So, pros and cons to both sides. Regardless, it is what it is, and you got to play within the rule set defined in the game. So, John Wick has pushed his guys up. He's the only CSA company moving forward. Pat's looking to take advantage of CSA being a little further forward, or at least make sure they can contest this point if this is the next point. A lawnmower.
Light up the corn, John. Light up the corn. Fire into it. Alright, guys, load and hold. Guys, I want to mix a round ball and bucking ball out of you boys. I want to mix.
So, John Wick Hazard pulls back. CSA, looks like more of them are starting to shift around to start making their way out. That's the thing. When you get to a situation like this, you got to start setting yourself up for success. And so for Union, it's doing this, positioning yourself here. Now, I don't think Union should put themselves up here because that's really close to where CSA is, especially their artillery. But the odds this is the next point is pretty small. So, Union is smart to hold there. The rest of the points are this way. This point can't be chosen 2 times in a row. That was the case when the game mode first came out. And you'd see times where a point would be the same 2 times in a row and be like, what the heck? You'd just sit in a defensive spot the whole game if you were to get there first and hold it first. And it would be ridiculous. So, we'll know where the next point of contention is in a minute. A Union playing this well. You do have, is this John Wick? Yeah, John Hazard Wick pushing himself out again. So it looks like he's just trying to get on a flank here. Doesn't have a whole lot of guys, so he's definitely not going to charge, but he might get close and get some shots. Looks like you have some more CSA getting ready to move out from behind. At this point, if I were them, I would just go, which they're starting to do that. Both sides playing well here. I mean, it's an unfortunate start for Union, but they're doing the best that they can with the situation presented.
Fire. Spread it down here to the right.
And over here, I don't like that they're sitting so far back. Union should get the jump on the next point regardless. Anyways, next point. Oh, yeah. So this is heavily biased towards Union. It's unfortunate that Union's pretty far away from it, but they should at least have a good shot at this, especially with the main spawn being so close. Anyways, Pilot Man's pushing his guys up to push through John Wick's guys.
Why am I here? Thank you.
However, that friendly CSA company is moving up to assist Arthur Salem. CSA on the other side are pushing down. Only one Union company is over there right now. And Union's going to charge this out, actually. Only Pilot Man's company charged for Union. The other one sat back on the snake fence. It looks like they're starting to maybe pull back to that next point, and so Pilot Man got left out to dry and was simply outnumbered.
Might want to get
So, zooming back on this side, I guess it's 2 Union companies that are over here. They're going to try to hold this front. Union's taking some time to actually start moving back to that next point.
Get up on the wall, hot door! You're not different than anybody else! Get up on that wall and shoot, retard! Come on, you level 1 retards! Shoot at them! Staring at them ain't gonna kill them! Shooting at them will!
You know, if you're on the road, want to get motivated by someone, front loader will do that job. Also, we'll look up his singing. I think the YouTube channel is just TL80 front loader. I'm sure if you look up War of Rights front loader TL80, I'm sure you can find a very funny clip for him singing songs. Anyways, Union's trying to hold that corner down. They're kind of spreading out a little bit. CSA not really advancing in a charge. Union still not. They're not even close. Pax did not move his guys back. I thought he would, but it looks like it's Pilot Man's guys who are going back for that decap. And Krabby Brute is going to start raising that point. Looks like Pax is sending his guys off to the left side. Union Artillery getting a few shots in. Wonder where these guys are going to go. I mean, they don't know, but they basically have a free route to the point if they want to take it. And looks like CSA, they've pulled off and they're going to converge in the center of the corn. Let's see if there's any team kills here. Probably not.
Up on this line right here and hold. Form it up, form back. On the line, holding the cornfield.
No team kills. Well done. So Union's captured the point. It's taken them 3 or so minutes to get there, which is a little long time. But anyways, Union setting up really far left. At least on USA, from the USA standpoint, that defensive line, they're really far left. And they seem to not think that CSA is going to go around this side, and they're correct. CSA not sending anyone that way. Looks like Pilot Man's guys are pushing his way back up. But CSA is going to contest this center point. Maybe they're thinking the same thing as Union. It's like, okay, we won that first point. We're not going to risk sending our guys across the whole entirety of the map to try to get that next point. I mean, they could. You have some guys retreating, and they might be heading that way, which they're going up and over that fence. We'll see where they go within the next 10 or so seconds.
Flag bearer, guys. Pick up the flag.
Anybody for their flag.
Cavalry's here, Pax. My guys, fill in.
Pilotman, right, look right, Pilotman, right. Engine fucking open, right, they're charging our right. Look right, look at that.
I don't see it. Oh, I see it.
No, left flag.
They're charging northwest! Charging northwest! Keep fire up if you can.
So Union sees them. The question is, are they going to do anything about them? Looks like they are. So, I like that CSA sent a company over here. Who do we got here for Union? It's only Smells. He's heading this way.
Right. I'm about to turn us and face into the plane.
Oh my goodness, he might not see the CSA.
Form here. Form here and
Oh,
shoot
he
your
doesn't
bullets
know that
into the
CSA's
center.
flanking.
We're gonna be completely
No! It's over. Wow. So Union leave the point. There's a lot of fighting in the center, and they just kind of let CSA get along there. You don't have a whole lot of Union main spawns, which means Union spawning flag. I mean, why would you spawn a flag? I mean, main when you have your flags up. So, Union are staunchly defending the center here. It's a great spot for them to hold. But they have missed the CSA company. They didn't miss it, but whether there be no communication from Union officers or whatever, they're still ignoring that CSA company. And because CSA sent a company that way, they're going to lose over here, but that really doesn't matter. Union's going to be thrown into chaos in about a minute or so.
Let's go. Shoot if they need. Shoot towards the end. Start shooting. Start shooting fast. Shoot him up. Wait, that's not. That's Casablanca. What's the status over here?
So, wow, they're taking really the scenic tour of this map.
Listen up. I need you to listen very carefully right now. Yeah, I'm going to give you very specific instructions. All right, so this is the road right here in front of us. That's the White House. We're going to move over to that little shed out there to the left, down the road, along the snake fence, and then come up behind. All right? Then we're going to go for the decap. On me. Let's go. If I go down, I want y'all to finish.
They will be surprised to see that no Union are here to defend. Wow. Union starting to outshoot CSA. It's not really surprised. CSA's only got 3 flags here. Looks like 2 of them are down, but Union's going to be able to outshoot. Now, because Union's kind of won here, CSA is going to be reforming for a few minutes. And even though Viceroy is going to get this decapped, Union will probably about face and gun it back. And if they gun back as a team, Viceroy is not going to be able to stand a chance. But the important thing is that you delay this kind of cap for a while.
Sorry, I want to be the heroic man, the decap.
Doesn't matter. Just start.
I'm already over here. I'm doing it.
No, please. No, please. Rocky, please. Rocky, please.
No! I will shoot your ass.
Oh, my God. Rocky.
Right here.
So, CSA get that decap. Union hopping up and over, trying to get into the core and get the CSA flags. Again, they gotten 2 of them. But, ooh, let's hear Union reaction.
Those fuckers.
Remedy. Yes.
All the art
So Union's about facing already. They've known for a hot second. You could see the circle inside the compass slowly decrease.
Good heavens! Kill that man!
So they're gonna about face. At this point, Viceroy needs to ensure his flag stays alive and potentially delay the Union. Actually, they don't even go for a cap here. So it looks like they're just gonna run up decap. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so remember, when the gold timer hits 0, the new point will be chosen at random, assuming Union doesn't have the point capped. So maybe that's what Viceroy and CSA, that's the play they're going for. And that's, you know, I think a really good idea. The Union not capping this point is a win for CSA, even if CSA don't win the point.
Let's charge them right here. I see them in front of us. They're gonna come out.
Hey, I'm with you. Up and over, 69th speed, up and over and drive left.
I stand them up. Oh my God.
So Union's trying to run the long ways out here on the edge of out of bounds. I don't know if they're trying to trap CSA, maybe thinking they're going to retreat out this way, but...
Move to the rear. They didn't end up flanking back there.
Back it up, Terry. Back it up, Terry.
But Union's got 2 companies going this way, and here's the question. Is Union going to figure out that it is a whole CSA company back here? Pilot, who is... I don't think he's back here, but... At least 2 people saw the CSA company moving this way.
We're tired, sir.
I'm tired too.
Yeah.
I've been running with you.
Boss.
But one of our own guys.
So the question is, do they know it's a whole CSA company, and how long are they going to stay put here when they cap the point?
Drop your can.
All right, reform. We wanted a fucking okay. It's
Reform. Catch your breath.
Reload.
I'm taking a knee. I'm tired.
Viceroy, he doesn't need to engage this.
Yeah, there's a couple over there. Oh, there's the bastard. Oh, you missed him. Oh, there's another.
All right, load and hold. Prepare to move.
Load and hold.
Oh, right, 69th A, about
shot.
face on me, on double quick.
Oh no, they don't know he's back there. What trickeration.
Up and over.
Marching simulator.
Marching simulator. Hey, at least you're getting XP for this game. So, CSA still reforming. It's not surprising. It's going to take them a while. But by that decap happening, it's allowed CSA to at least push up and get into engagement here. And maybe the other Brit's going to pull off his guys, and Viceroy might pull this off. He just needs to wait for that gold timer to get close to 0 with like maybe 10 seconds left, and they can start that decap. couple Union Rambos here. I don't know if the Rambos from Viceroy Group sold that there was just Rambos, but that was a whole company there. John Hazard Wick charging through Union artillery. Wow. This I don't think I've ever seen a whole company go back. If they just wait till that gold timer is almost at 0 and then go for the decap and do that, that will have been the smartest play from a company I've seen in this game. They just need to wait. If they do it any sooner than that, I'm going to kind of be pissed. Because if they do it sooner, it's going to give Union a chance to get back to that point and raise that flag again, then maybe be like, okay, there might be more than a few Rambos back here. So it looks like they are moving out, though, of the woods. I guess we'll see how it turns out. Anyways, Arthur, Hazard, it looks like you got a new officer here. Casablanca. He was here from the beginning. I just didn't recognize the initial tags. Union's going to charge out. Some Union infantry trying to take the artillery. I don't know why CSA is trying to form a big old line here in the open. But they're going to charge them out. Union's trying to hit the flank as well. Artillery, bang!
Oh my god, almost there.
Everybody, excuse me, I'm here to kill your flag, excuse me.
And chaos ensuing up here. CSA, you can see in the distance, they're going for that decap. I do not know why they're doing it right now. Unless they're going to intend on holding it for the next few minutes, which they're not going to be able to. Ah, man. You do something so smart, and now you're throwing it away. Ah, this is unfortunate. Union's going to be... Union is 100% going to see that there's a company back there.
I'm going to blow my brains out.
Hey, you can hear it totally smells, but...
Go back to point.
I'm
Keep
getting
moving,
to the
69
front,
feet.
man. I'm getting to the front there.
Man. Ah, this is... Man, what they're doing is so smart, but... It's like... I don't know. It's like, I don't know, you're listening to a song and the beat is out of this mind. And you're like, wow, this is such a great setup. And then the song, the singer is just abysmal and it ruins it. And you're like, you had such a great setup and such great opportunity. But you didn't do it to its max potential. And that's what's just kind of frustrating right there. But I still like the move. It did something huge. It's delaying this point for a longer time. Which means that this next point is probably going to decide the game. Now, here's the thing, though. They still have a chance to pull off the miracle of making sure Union can't win this point. Remember, as mentioned, that so Union's going to take this point. The game will let you finish it out. So Union's going to cap this point, and then they will have to hold it for, again, another 6.5, 7 minutes to make it happen. If CSA decap once, then they can stop this point. A new point will be chosen at random. Which, maybe this is the play that Viceroy was going for. Is maybe they were going to decap it. Union's going to retake right before the gold timer hits 0. So then this game prolongs for another 6 or 7 minutes with this point being the issue at hand. But the biggest thing is CSA is not up by a morale stage. So if CSA loses a morale stage right now, then Union would be ahead on tickets. So this is seriously so far the closest contention match that I've watched. Usually these matches are curb stomping, but no, this has been a good round. CSA have 2 down flags right now in Union artillery, being plagued by this issue right now. But Union's setting themselves up. That's the thing. I think Union's gonna hold this. For sure they know there's company over there.
They're pulling some bullshit. Where is Vice's flag?
What the fuck is this?
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm an officer.
music.
I'm a friendly officer.
Yeah, they're trying to find him. He's back there, but I know the officers aren't communicating, but anyways, Union's trying to figure out where the heck this group is. They're surrounding in on the point right now. CSA still up by almost a whole morale stage. But you got one Union company holding strong here by their artillery. Pilot man, his guys trying to protect those two CSA flags that are down to make sure CSA can't get them back. Because again, they either respawn at main. CSA's trying to push up, probably to retake those flags. But maybe get some Union kills in the meanwhile. I mean, Union still holding strong. One company pulling off, though.
Someone go.
Got some more Union pushing up on the left side here. John Wick, he's trying to get those flags back up so they can keep those respawns going. I mean, CSA does kind of outnumber. They get one of those flags back. And Union's kind of just being shot off here. I don't know where the other flag's a little further back. You see that second company's moved up to reinforce. Looking at the point here, looks like a third Union company is pulled off, and Viceroy thinks now is the time to strike. I don't know. I mean, it's unfortunate. We know that Union is here, and these numbers are kind of even here. Let's see when Union realizes there's an enemy behind them.
Sprint, about face on me, sprint.
Take their shoes. Take their shoes.
And here we go. If Viceroy wins this charge against Pax, they could stop this from happening. Could stop Union from getting this point here. They did not bring up their flag. You can see the CSA on the top right side of your screen. And that's gonna... CSA is going to get wiped there, especially without those flag respawns. Union reinforcements shifting that down, but that distracts and lets the rest of the CSA team at least have better odds up here for the moment. I mean, both sides don't look like it from above when you zoom down. Union is kind of in a little bit of a defilade here. CSA is as well, so they're concealing each other from their opponent.
Step up to the front row of the line, boys. You have better shots.
And anyway, so Viceroy did not charge his flag in. And Union's got to know they don't have a down flag. Maybe.
Where did it go? Where did it go? God damn it.
Get your loads. Get your loads. Quick, quick.
Pax is looking for that flag. You can't find it.
All right, about face. Good job. Good job on the melee, guys. About face. Go back to point.
About face.
They want us to hold, Pax. They want us to hold.
Trying to... I mean, Viceroy's still chugging out here. I mean, you got another, what, 2 minutes, maybe a little more, 2 minutes left of Union holding this point. And this next point's going to decide the game. Assuming someone caps it.
I can't pick it up. Light him up, baby.
I just wonder how this match would have gone if Viceroy would have waited like 20-30 more seconds and Union not have a chance at this point. But we don't know where the next point is, so it's really hard to talk about possibilities. Casablanca's charging his guys in all alone. Rest of CSA not doing that. Union do drop to take in losses. Looks like another CSA company is pushing forward. And if the rest of the CSA team can break through and get to that flag to help Viceroy out, they could maybe prevent this in the end. They've got a minute and a half, though. You got a Union company holding up on the snake fence. CSA wiped through this cleanly. You got some Union on that stone wall as well. Looks like Viceroy is trying to make a move again, but he's not sending the flag up. He's never going to win this as long as Union holds. I mean, let's see what...
Online. Here they come.
Hold.
The British are coming.
So Pax is going to hold that. They're going to wipe that clean. I mean, and Pax is going crazy about that flag, and they didn't send that flag up again.
Guys, everyone, countercharge.
Anyways, briefly zooming up here, looks like the Union company on the snake fence collapsed. CSA gonna charge down this hill probably. I mean, if they can get to the point, they can prevent this decap, and if anything, they can't lose the game.
Don't stop. Here we go. Let's get on that stall. Let's go. Stop shooting like bitches. Let's go. Let's go this way.
They're kind of reforming on the top of the hill. They've gotten one Union flag. They're still down on tickets by a considerable amount.
Stab and go. Stab and go.
Keep going. Keep going. Follow this guy. Follow this guy. He's running to his flag.
They went north. They went north. They went north.
Into the trees. They're all north.
All right, I had to go talk to someone quickly. Apologies there, but that is more important. Anyways, does look like Union got the point, and they're now ahead on tickets. So good for them. Next point of contention looks to favor CSA here. So if anything, the decap of that point really forced. It really forced this game to kind of be really prolonged. But clearly it's worked for CSA's favor. That point is on their side. They're going to get there first. And actually, I don't know how this game's going to end, actually. Here's the thing. CSA is going to get this point, right? But they're down a fourth of a morale stage on tickets. So if each side loses the same amount of tickets going forward and CSA knocks Union down a whole stage, it could be very much possible where each side is in breaking, with Union being in a lower breaking and CSA being in a high breaking, and we get a draw out of this, which that would be insane.
When the game's over, we lose. We should play for this. We have to, in fact. Pax is still moving off. I can see him with one of my NCOs. He's southwest. I'm gonna cut left here. You play in the center, okay?
Okay.
Play on my right.
So it looks like Union's, at least these guys down here, they're gonna try to play the point. Which if Union wants to win the game, they have to play for this point. Otherwise, they're getting a draw or a loss.
Bayonets down, boys. Bayonets down.
Stop here and start engaging them.
Reform on the line. Fuck. Open fire.
So it's only Smells trying to distract. Meanwhile, his friendly company is pushing through. Viceroy, they protected their flag, and their guys are moving around on the far side. So Union's kind of gunning at that point. Now with a whole lot of guys, though, and definitely now with their whole team, a lot of these guys are still moving out. You do have one company moving from the artillery. Both sides kind of spread out. And Union actually don't immediately hop up and over. They might see that big CSA line and be like, we can't take that. No, we can't. And they can't. I mean, I'm sorry, you're not capping that point. What a line here from Arthur and Casa. So CSA kind of setting up their defensive line. Viceroy has a chance of getting a great flank here. Same with the Union on this side, who are getting position to go in.
Ooh, good hits, good hits, good hits.
And the first Union wave on this front's going to go. Meanwhile, on this front, Viceroy is going to get a great flank here on Pilot. And this is going to be a great wipe here from CSA. Meanwhile, circling over here, Union pushing up. Just taking shots, not necessarily charging. Or getting close. CSA position themselves out of that big line and are just going to push up to the snake fence here.
Up and over, gentlemen. Bayonets down. Full push, full push, full push.
It's only Smells hopping up and over it as Arthur is going to slam with Casa.
Charging, boys. Bayonets down. Charging in this one.
On the fence, boys. On the fence.
Get their flag. Press T, boys. Fuck you, damn Yankee!
Union really kind of spread out, and they're getting defeated here by CSA. Not half the Union team wasn't there, and Union's being defeated in detail. I mean, one Union company sitting back here. Is Union playing for a draw?
No, he didn't. Brett's in front of me.
Pax, you should look at the road. There's a slight skill issue down there.
Double quick.
There's a Rambo down there.
Wait.
Press
what?
T, move out on the star.
I don't know if Union's playing for a draw, but if they lose that point, they're not winning. Because once that... Actually, I do not remember if the game will let you finish capping a point if that if the black timer hits 0. I mean, there's going to be... There's going to be like 4 minutes left on the clock if CSA go through with this. If Union win this point or prevent CSA from winning it, they will... I don't know. This is gonna be a really close match. Highest probability is a draw here. But Pax pushes up. They're gonna wipe that initial CSA group. Most CSA have fallen back though. Union is down a flag right now. So, we'll see if Union's going to try to spearhead. They're starting to mostly gather. Again, they got a company at main spawn. What are we up to, server pop? Oh, 320. Wow. Really feels like it. I mean, I guess that's what happens when it gets to prime time here. On a Thursday night.
Oh shit, I'm out of ammo.
Union is still not contesting for this. Maybe they're playing for the next point. Because Union is going to be... If they don't charge, they're going to be a middle-ish breaking. I don't know, though. Maybe they're waiting for the friendlies, though. We'll see. Rest of the Union reinforcements starting to push up now. A lot of them moving out.
If I go down, I'm not going to be able to spawn with you. So NCO, step up, get forward, and find friendlies as soon as possible.
So, Union's still not pushing forward. They've got a little less than 2 minutes now if they want to try to contest something here. Meanwhile, CSA, they're forming a big old defensive line. Both in the open and on the snake fence. Pulling off the corn line a little bit because that vision through the corn is kind of rough. So you don't want to get caught off guard by Union. If Union do push up to that snake fence, CSA could then counter push up, if anything. Or they could just sit back and have a shootout. Or maybe just sit back and wait for Union to hop over. We'll see. Union do get that flag back. Looks like Union is going to commit to this.
Go to point, go to point. We got 2 flags down on our left. Go to point, decap, go to point, decap.
So they're going to try to decap. Here comes the Union team. It's really going to come down to this. If CSA can hold it, they'll get Union down to possibly last stand. This is going to decide the round here. Because Union's going to hit breaking probably, and CSA will hit breaking as well. Poncho, what are you doing up there by yourself? Union starting to hit that snake fence. CSA look like they're just going to hold back and let the Union run up. They're waiting for them to hop up and over. Union has 45 seconds left. They got to start moving now. Some of them starting to hop up and over. More Union are trickling up, and here they go. They're starting to go up and over. They're not going fast enough, though. CSA is going to be able to hold this. CSA, you heard the charge. They're going to charge to keep Union off. And CSA is about to hit breaking, but Union's going to drop basically in the last stand. Any second now, CSA is going to get this cap. CSA is pinching Union. Canister flying through. That probably killed more CSA than USA, if anything. And CSA, what a huge cap. They're about to hit Union in the last stand. Union losing 2 flags in the process. About to lose maybe a couple more. 3 flags. Wow. Wow. What a game of contention here. This is the best game of contention I've ever seen. CSA going to push through. The last Union company that has their flag is going to try to do something, but they're not going to do anything. It's only smells, so.
Hey, everybody, start forming a line on this side of the fence.
In the cone. Come here. Flag. Burn. Flag. Jump with the flag on the flag. 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 You know how to play?
And so CSA is going to sweep through here. This will probably hit Union in the last stand.
Johnny Rebel, what are you doing here, bro?
Flag! 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 Drop that fucking flag.
So CSA wiping that last company, getting the 4th and final Union flag. I guess Union got 1, but for the sake of our storyline, we will just act like Union has all 4 flags down. And so, wow, that artillery shot got him down to breaking. Union in last stand, and he's, oh my goodness, artillery is raining down from both sides. Anyways, Union hits last stand. That point, once capped, will be 3/4 of the way capped. And CSA might be able to finish this game with an outright win before that clock hits 0. Wow.
Can I get a shell, please?
I guess it's a little more than a minute and a half, but Union not having the flags anymore. No more respawns in hand. If they die, they don't come back. We'll just probably have one more Valiant charge to end the game, or maybe they'll just sit and shoot. Who knows?
There was literally 30 guys in the corn that I thought was you. I thought you were dead.
So,
No, I
what a great round. What a great round. In the end, I almost kind of wonder what the end of the match would have been like if that point was in the sunken lane instead of closer to the CSA spawn, but in the end, CSA had the advantage with that last point, and they held it strong. Union waited a while. They tried one last little hurrah.
Come with me. Who will come with me?
And unfortunately for them, it failed, but that was a strong defensive spot. Union hit right in the center, and CSA pincered on them. You gotta try to turn someone's flank, and Union didn't really have the time to do it. So, what a game of contention. Props to Viceroy and his shenanigans back at this point. In the end, the strategy of, making that point, being fought over for 20-some minutes, I guess that was the right call in the end. Here come the Union. So, this is unironically the best game of contention I've seen. You usually rarely see matches actually go to when that clock is basically 0. It's a rarity. But today, we've basically seen that. What a win. Anyways, with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. We have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, X, Instagram, and TikTok in the description as well. But, wow, this was great. I appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. It's a little unfortunate. I got to record one more round after this. I don't think you can top this. Anyways, appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your night.